Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Gooley, and this is the Pastor's Corner update or newsletter for October. And we're talking about the title is Seasons Change, but God Remains the Same. Seasons change, but God remains the same. Fall is already here, and it's invigorating after we had a very, very hot and humid summer. Even though season change, God never changed because his word let us know that he's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Like the weather, which constantly changes and the seasons vary, and this part of the world that we live in, we can have different seasons, several seasons seem like in the same day. But nevertheless, if the season change, his love is always there to guide us through our storms of life. As you know, each one of us go through various seasons of our lives. I always say this, and I've been saying it for many years, and especially with our children now who are adults and have children. I would say every change or stage or season that your child goes through, the parents, the guardians have to change or adjust to their changes. But one thing about God, he's there always for us. He's the same as I said yesterday, today, and forevermore. So as I was thinking about this, my mind goes back to the country from being on a farm, and there are various seasonal plants or crops. And this time of the year in October, most of the crops are already been harvested and still some left. But for the major part, it's coming to an end. And so that doesn't mean that the farmer has to just cut off everything because being on the my parents were farmers, and even though it becomes real cold and things like that, their animals had to be taken care of. There are different things that had to be taken care of, which was a constant thing. So I got that concept about harvesting, about the fall, and I love the fall. I love the winter. But one thing I do remember, our parents would start and the farmers start harvesting in the crops after they have worked all year long for planting and sowing. Now it's time to reap it. Well, it's the same thing about soul winning. The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. So, knowing about harvest time of the year, all year long, we must plant, we must sow. As it stated, Paul was saying, one planet, one soweth, one planet, but God is the only one that gives increase. He give us the rain, the snow, the sunshine, and all of that. So we must be vigilant in sowing, being an instrumental that God's name is glorified, that souls be saved, delivered, and set free. And that time when we all pass on, and as believers pass on to glory, we want to, before that, make sure we have sown in people's lives that they too can get to know the King of glory, the King of kings. So I would encourage us, even though life changes. I was once a young man, literally much younger, and now I'm in a greater season of my life. But God has blessed me to continue to sow into the lives of others, so there can be a great harvest. So the souls will be delivered and set free. We change in the different seasons of our lives. When I came here into Central Virginia 45 years ago, I was a 22-year-old young buck. But now I'm a 67 seasoned buck, so to speak. But I'm still, through the glory of God, trying to win souls for the Lord. Still sowing the word of God through every aspect of my life. So I will say to us again, season change, but God remains the same. He was back there with me as a 22-year-old just coming here, and he's with me now as a 67-year-old. But the main thing he wants to see that I'm still on the road winning souls for him. What about you? Are you still trying to win souls? Are you still sowing seeds? Our lives are lives that people can look at and glorify God. So he remains the same. We have to change with the season. But one thing we don't want to do, don't try to change the word of God. Just I would encourage us to be steadfast and unmovable as we go to do the work that the Lord has called us to go do, regardless of the season of our lives and the natural season. Thank you very much. And remember, season change